who had told me just a few days ago that she was going abroad for a math competition. Jake, Emma said, noticing I was ignoring her. She looked like she had something stuck in her throat and was about to explain. But the bell rang at the worst possible moment, and I just said flatly, "Class is starting, move it." Wait, the new transfer student actually knows Emma, no way. How does he have the guts to talk to her like that? Does he have any idea how short Emma's fuse is? Hey. Did you not hear the bell ring? Emma, what are you doing? Stop standing there like a statue, get back to your seat. The teacher came in barking and Emma had no choice but to go back to her seat. But Ashley behind her immediately leaned in to gossip and what is the deal? You actually know that transfer student Ashley? If you don't want to be in class, get out. The teacher snapped again, and Ashley quickly shrank back, not daring to say another word even though everyone was burning with curiosity. Nobody said anything more. Meanwhile, Emma was sitting there with her brow furrowed. She knew Jake was coming to Northside, but it was supposed to happen at the beginning of next month. This was almost 3 weeks early, and he hadn't even told her. The only person who could have pulled something like this was his mom, Ms. Yan. For the entire class period, Emma's eyes never left me. Not even for a second when the bell rang. Everyone rushed to the cafeteria, I cleaned up my desk, and was just about to stand up when Emma appeared beside me out of nowhere. Jake, I wasn't trying to lie to you. I got into a huge fight with my dad a few days ago. So I moved out, I just didn't want you worrying about me, so I told you. I went abroad for a competition, the students still in the room who hadn't made it to the cafeteria, yet had their eyes wide open. What in the world? Emma was actually trying to smooth things over with some transfer student. Everyone at Northside High knew who Emma was. She was basically ungovernable since day one, doing whatever she wanted, whenever she wanted. And somehow, even the principal could not do a thing about her. Emma had been. Since freshman year, no matter how much trouble she caused, her grade stayed #1 in the whole grade. She had more competition trophies than she could count, and teachers were completely powerless. All they could do was nudge her to focus more on school. And on top of all that, she was seriously pretty, so half the guys in school had a thing for her. But right now, the same girl that not even teachers could handle was standing in front of some new transfer student. Talking to him all nicely, it made absolutely no sense to anyone. Listening to Emma explain herself, my expression did not change one bit. I just held her gaze. Emma swallowed hard. Then she heard me speak quietly, but with a coldness she had never heard from me before. "Move, I need to go eat!" Everyone held their breath, completely unprepared for what happened next. Emma actually stepped aside. I did not even look at her, just walked straight out of the classroom, and Emma actually followed him. No way, something is seriously off with her today. Ashley stood there baffled, watching Emma just walk out after me, and could not help but turn to the other girls. "Hey, Mia, you and Emma are closest. Who even is Jake Chen? How does he have Emma acting like this?" "Girl, do not ask me because I have never met him either." Emma never mentioned him before. How does this southern guy have this kind of power? Emma is acting like a completely different person. The school cafeteria was absolutely packed. Even though it was my first day at Northside High, I followed the crowd and found the cafeteria, honestly looking at the sea of people crowded around every single window. I blinked a few times, not gonna lie. I had no idea where to even grab a tray. Emma, who had been right behind me, quickly stepped forward and said, "Jake, let me get your food. Go find us a seat," almost like she was afraid I would say no. She turned around and got in line before I could respond, watching her from behind. I let out a long breath a few days ago. Jake's mom had asked me to come to Northside a little early. I had originally planned to tell Emma, but then I remembered she was overseas for a competition, so I held back and did not text her, not wanting to mess up her focus. Turns out she was lying to me the whole time, and here I was thinking that when Emma came back from overseas, she was going to be so surprised to see me. Never would have guessed it was actually her giving me the shock of my life. Thinking about it just made me more frustrated. Who does that? Emma could tell I was stewing inside. I mean, she had never lied to me our whole lives, so this was literally the first time, and she got caught red-handed. She knew my personality better than anyone, so now she was kicking herself